Paul, what's Dominic? Paul, what's Dominic? I'm with you.
4 hours.
Don't watch your corner.
Yeah, don't watch your corner. Just pay attention to whatever Tony says.
What's the head on you, Dave?
8 minutes. 8 minutes. It's like you're running 12 scale, only not.
8 minutes.
Grid is set. I have Marshall coverage. This is the USBTA B-Main. Drivers on the zone. Who would have guessed there would be carnage at the start of a BTA main, but it's a big hole shot for Joe Cleveland. Mackin not losing contact. Careful for the driver's tower. It is clear. Dominic Blackstock, last on the grid, 4th on your sheet now with a brilliant start. It's Cleveland, Mackin, Schuttenberg, Blackstock, Thomas, Hartman, Chambers, Groves. Dominic working through traffic. Great line. Defending his position beautifully. Gets a little bit of break. Oh, we got one in trouble. Dominic makes another move. He gets around Julie cleanly. Dominic Blackstock on a tear. Up to 3rd. Julie gets it back. Dominic goes inside. Oh, Julie losing contact. It's BTA. That is really not discouraged. I like to joke that BTA stands for various traffic accidents. Dominic gathering it back up, going to set off after your new leader, Chuck Mackin and Joe Cleveland. Zach Schuttenberg quietly moving his way up in the 3rd spot while they jockey for position behind him. Let's pick up Mr. Mackin. Mr. Mackin with Cleveland hot on his tailpipe.
You're catching her.
Cleveland can smell these off. Leaders coming up on you, Dominic. Oh, touch! Cleveland politely waits. Chuck says go. Let's do this. Joseph, I only want to do it if I can do it clean. It is now Cleveland, Mackin, Zach Schuttenberg. Zach's starting to close up a little bit on him as they jockey for position. It's the blue number 8 down the straightaway behind Dominic. Dominic lets him go. The orange car in 2nd place. Dominic lets him go. Nice job, Dominic. Tucks it right behind him. That kid's got racing in his genes. Cleveland, Mackin, Schuttenberg, Thomas, Dominic, Chambers, Hartman, Groves. He's got your line, Tony, but only more consistent and better throttle control. Cleveland, Mackin, Schuttenberg, Thomas, and Blackstock. We are 5:20 left. This is race 1. Race 2 should be moving towards tech. Race 3 ought to be thinking about it. Cleveland, Mackin still at war. Down the straightaway they go. In front of the driver's tower. Leader in the all blue, 2nd place in the all orange. Very gentlemanly driving, looking to go by. And Julie Thomas displaying excellent courtesy as well. The lead 2 at war. Half second separating them. Julie tucks in right on Chuck's bumper, trying to push him up to Mr. Cleveland. Mr. Cleveland just rubs the flapper. Chuck just rubs going on the straightaway. Gap stabilizing. Nobody really gaining advantage that time through. As Mr. Cleveland comes up on Dominic. Dominic still holding down that 5th place spot. Cleveland, Mackin, Schuttenberg. That just getting it done. Quietly holding down that 3rd place spot, a podium position. Zach driving that silver and blue J71. 4:10 left. Cleveland, Mackin, Schuttenberg, Thomas, and Blackstock. Your top 5. Corey Groves now beginning to work Dominic. Dominic driving a defensive line. He taps a couple times. Corey staying right there. Dominic driving tight, leaving no room for the inside move. Little bit of corners, that's going to shuffle the order a little bit. We'll pick up the leaders. Cleveland entering the infield, not going for the driver's tower. Second place car in traffic, Dominic shut right behind a nice move. Well done. Corey and Dominic still at war. Cleveland stretches it a little bit on Mackin. Mackin going through the cafe complex. The red and black Camaro in front of him. But the battle right now appears to be between Grove and Blackstock. From the driver's tower, it's the red, white, and blue Mustang, followed by the yellow Javelin. Oh, Julie's on her lid. Corey with the inside move on Dominic. Dominic looks inside, not quite enough for him to make it stick. Dominic using the curve to his advantage. He is running a super tight line. He wants that position back, wants this place back in Corey Groves. Meanwhile, Mr. Klebow on traffic, Julie, nice move. Mackin has closed up a bit on Klebow. It's Klebow, Mackin, Schuttenberg. Back just cruising around on a Sunday drive. Actually, now he is up on Mackin, but it is not for position. Klebow, Mackin, Schuttenberg, Thomas, Chambers, Groves, Blackstock, Hartman. Klebow, that all blue number 8. Mackin, the all orange Camaro. I believe that's the number 6. Dominic lets second place go. That's Zach. Dominic lets Zach go as well. It's Klebow, Mackin, Schuttenberg, Thomas, Chambers, Groves, Blackstock, and Hartman with 1:50 to go. Still plenty of VTA action as one attempts to take out a marshal. Thomas left unscathed. .130 remaining. Still Klebow, Mackin, Schuttenberg, Thomas, Chambers, Grove, Blackstock, and Hartman. One minute, 5 seconds remaining. Klebow, Mackin, Schuttenberg, Thomas, Chambers, Groves, Blackstock, and Hartman. Mr. Mackin, there you go. Makes his way around Mr. Groves. Just a little over a straightaway separating first and second with the all blue number 8, followed by the all orange number 6. I hope I'm reading those correctly. Klebow, Mackin, and Schuttenberg. Zach just quietly cruising around, having a great race. Stayed clean, avoided trouble, looking for that podium spot. Pick up his hardware. Klebow, Mackin, Schuttenberg, Thomas, Chambers, Grove, Blackstock, and Hartman. Once again, we will run straight through the order exactly as posted. We will observe the time set aside on the schedule for me on the board. That way everyone has ample knowledge of charge time, tire prep. Time on the master has expired. Finishing that one, we've got Klebow, Mackin, Schuttenberg, Thomas, Chambers, Grove, Blackstock, and Hartman. Excellent VTA B-main.
Prominent. Go to that side. We'll go to the prominent.
Alright, please make sure you fill out your name and sponsor sheet so we can recognize those who helped get you here. USVTA A Main. Qualifying 10th out of Lakeville, Illinois. Running Associated TC 6.1, Novak 25.5, LRP ESC, Spectrum Radio, bodies or tires are HPI Trans Am tires. Are sponsored by Associated, Reedy, and LRP Ken Pepe. Your 9th qualifier at Garden City, Michigan, running an X-rated T2 007, Novak Motors, Speed Passion ESC, Radio Post, tires by HPI, sponsored by Radio Post, PA Motorsports, Waldorf RC, and Speed Zone. Special thanks to my family and Skidmark RC, Todd Bigelow. In the 8th slot, out of Carbondale, Illinois, running an X-rated 12, Novak Ballistic Motor, Hobby Wing Just Stock Speedo, Spectrum Radio, HPI tires, sponsored by Social Security, with special thanks to Joe Roach for loaning me part of his backup transmitter, to Skip Starkey for helpful driving hints, to my wife Jan for putting up with my RC addiction, Bill Eisenhard. In the 7th spot, out of Mentor, Ohio, driving a Corrali chassis with a Novak motor and Novak edge speed control. The radios of Spectrum, tires are by HPI, sponsored by Dave Morrow Motorsports, Spectrum, Novak CRC, Horizon Hobby, DB Racing, and Rupert Dixie Racing. Special thanks to Dave Morrow for the rent-a-ride, and also to Jody Flifty, Kelly Bean. Our 6th place qualifier is Manny Flores, qualified 5th from Winthrop Harbor, Illinois. Chassis is an X-ray, the motor's a Novak, ESC's a Novak, radio by KO. Sponsors are generous passers-by. Special thanks to the track at Harbor Hobbies crew, Michael Larson. Our 4th qualifier, Alex Koulis, qualifying 3rd from Medina, Ohio, running a Losi Triple XS Graphite Plus with a Novak Ballistic motor, Hobby Wing Just Stock ESC, Spectrum DX3R radio, the tires are by HPI, sponsored by his IRA. Special thanks to my wife for putting up with this fantastic crew at the gate, Ron Mick. Your 2nd qualifier is Scotty Hartman, sponsored by Bob Hartman, generously. And your TQ, out of Rome, New York, running a BBC Wildfire, Novak Motor and ESC, KO Radio. He's sponsored by BBC Racing, Team CRC, Dumper, Scoot Shop, CRC Raceway, Black Art, EA Motorsports, and FBFX. Special thanks to Frank and Nancy Calandra, my beautiful wife Mandy, all my friends and teammates and customers, and also Chuck Nasty, Brian Dumper Wynn. All right, guys, we are going to invert the order of the start.
Yeah.
And we're also going to run the track backwards. Welcome to DTA.
So they get whoever gets the bird gets to start up front.
Right. Right, so last place guys are throwing the pole going back.
You're starting down there.
Crashing up here.
We did it.
It's crashing up here. Very well put.
It did not go over real well.
I should watch
maybe I picked maybe the wrong spot to Marshall.
Yeah, we're in a bad spot. No warm up.
No warm up. No way.
No warm-up. You are allowed to do circles in one corner to check your tweet.
Not that it matters now.
Okay, Todd. You like it backwards, buddy. It's all yours. This will be interesting.
Backwards order. Pullman, Ken
Bob, you
Pepe,
ready?
9th Todd Bigelow, 8th Bill Eisenhart, Kelly Bean, then Manny Flores, then Michael Larson, then Alex Kublis, then Ron Nick, then Scott Hartman, then Brian Wynn. Brian, lay it down. Traffic will be plentiful.
Oh, they are going to do it that way then. So coming backwards and inverted. Up front. Right. Instead of dumper. Right. Dumper's at the back.
This promises to be one of the most interesting games in Champs history.
We love you, Dumper.
I have Marshall's in corners. Marshall, Steve, okay. Look alive.
Ready, Bob?
Drivers, less than 5.
Come on, man.
Oh, here we go. Chaos, second corner. We wait until the second corner. Dumper already making inroads.
Oh, my God. How hard to
Chance of Peelum coming from the crowd. Todd Bigelow out front for Eisenhart, Nick Hartman, Wynn, Flores, Dean, Larson, Kubelis, and Pepe. Dumper making it happen right now. Nick slides wide, Dumper inside. Dumper up into the third slot. That copper covered J71.
Just like that, man.
Bigelow, Hartman, Wynn, Nick, Eisenhart, Flores, Dean, Larson. Now Kubelis, Larson, and Pepe. More at the front. Delivery. Todd Bigelow getting a good jump while Nick and Dumper. Oh, Dumper tries the old bump pass. Hangs up the body. Dumper is set out after Bigelow. Bigelow, Wynn, Hartman, Flores, Nick, Bean, Eisenhart, Larson, Pepe, and Kubelis.
I don't think it's worth the start like this is a real driver favorite, but it's a crowd favorite.
Oh, definitely crowd favorite.
Don't overdrive it.
Pick up Mr. Bigelow. Down the straightaway. He's got about 2 corners and a straight on Dumper. Bigelow, Wynn, Hartman, Flores, Bean, Eisenhart, Nick, Larson, Kubelis, and Pepe. Dumper does have the 2 badges of VPA honor for death strikes on his way to second. There's another one. Oh, that was Manny. Too many Dumper cars. Here we go. There's Dumper. Dumper working Alex right now. Alex gives him room. A wise decision. Our leaders right in front of the driver's side. You know, they handled this backwards track layout far better than I thought they would.
Quit overdriving.
Right there, come on. There's actually no bad spots on the track forward or backward. Except for that one.
Bigelow, Wynn, Hartman, Flores, Eisenhart, Nick, Bean, Larson, Kubelis, and Pepe. Caught in some traffic. Not a lot.
Get him, Bill!
Down the straight he goes.
Come on, Bill!
To 13-2 from Todd. Brian runs 12-5.
There you go.
4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Very well done, guys. It is now a battle. Dumper takes it. Todd not going to give it up easy. And this Mr. Hartman, your third place driver, going down the straight.
Customary weight body.
12-6 win, 13 flat Bigelow, 12-5 out of Hartman. Scotty Hartman pouring the pressure on. Ford is a hit going at it. And that's for fourth slot.
Come on, Ron, don't take that crap. Easy. I was
Dumper not able to stretch out a whole ton on Bigelow. His gap is stabilized. Second place, red and white Camaro with the black skirts.
Get him, Bill.
Kulis and Dean battling for position. Down the straight they go.
Easy.
Leader in front of the driver's tower. Now coming onto the straight.
Easy.
Both Wynn and Bigelow, 12-7. 13-3 out of Mr. Hartman. He's in that all-white J71. Sliding into the infield now. Wynn, Bigelow, Hartman. 2:35 remaining.
It's almost kind of like a 180 down here now, you know, with a little kink there up.
Wynn, Bigelow, Hartman, Flores, Eisenhart, Nick, Bean, Kulis, Larson, Pepper, the order. 12-4 last pass for Wynn. Bigelow matches at 12-4. Hartman at 12-5. Hartman in a little bit of traffic. Nice move, well done. He is given room. 1:55 to go. 12-6 win, 12-5 Bigelow, 12-5 Hartman, 12-9 Flores. Anything's happening out there. Oh, leader is fun.
All right.
Leader in traffic. They've decided to punish him.
Get him!
Todd is on him now.
Get him!
Down the straightaway. We got to run. Steal.
Come on, Bill. Keep it in between twice.
Wynn, Bigelow, and Hartman. Your top three.
$20 the person that deals wins.
Wow. $100 bounty on Brian Wynn's head. Oh, I thought you said 100. Oh, 20.
20.
You should be insulted, Dumper. Your head isn't only worth $20.
Get him!
Ken Levy making $20. Bigelow, Wynn, Hartman, Flores, Cooper, Eisenhart, Bean, Nick, Larson, and Pepe. Wow. Bigelow gets in some trouble.
How about another 20?
We throw another 20 out there? Eighteen seconds to go, wide on the straight. Here we go, clear. 10 left on the master.
Yeah, but then you got it back.
One more.
They're going one more.
Two right there.
What was that? That was using him as a corner.
Dumper comes around. Looking, there we go. Everybody's done. Brian Wynn, USDPA champion. Followed by Todd Bigelow, Scott Hartman, Manny Flores, Alex Cooper, Bill Eisenhart, Kelly Dean, Ron Nick, Michael Larson, and Ken Pepe.
Better go pay up.
Yeah, I know.
Get my 10 BTA marshals back out here, except for me, I might be on the stand. If I get a volunteer, would be delightful. Alrighty. Mini your 6th qualifier, Chris Calloway. 5th is Corey Groves. 4th, Joe Ruggles. Your 3rd place qualifier. From Springfield, Ohio, the chassis is plastic, the motor's an anchor. The ESC is by Kean. Radio is a JRZ1. The tires are by Sweet. Sponsors, Ian Ruggles Negative Reinforcement Driver Training Academy, CD Super Pro and Access Hobbies. Special thanks to Ian for the rental, the Champs crew, Tony Karuba, Dwight Smith, DJ Mike Pulver is my hero, Eric Wells. Your 2nd qualifier in the glorious mini class, hailing from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, driving a Tamiya M05. The motor's a slow silver can. ESC is a Novak GT7, radio Futaba 3PK. The tires, small spec tire. Sponsors are Novak Electronics, Rush Shot Paintworks. Special thanks to Thor Friend and David Weir for setup consult. Eric Snowy. Anyway, did I get that right? Close enough for me. And your TQ hailing from Hagerstown, Maryland. He's running the venerable MO3 chassis with a silver can motor, Novak GTX ESC. Radio is by Spectrum, tires by Sweet. Sponsors are Team Powers. It's Dave Banks. Alright guys, let's get them gridded up. The old man has elected not to run this particular run. I told him, but, you know, business prevails. So we'll go David Snowy, Wells, Groves, and Calloway. Everybody's checked. Let Snowy get pulled back around here. Mini A-Main. First ever at the Indoor Champs. Hopefully not the last, most definitely. It's been a very entertaining class to watch. Marshals. Where are all the marshals? I got it. We're in good shape. Drivers. Less than 5. Thanks for the whole shot in the panel truck. Snowy right on it. Eric Wells not getting out. Looking at Banks, looking inside, makes the move. Banks holds. All Groves gets in the back Wells. Corey, that's my car. Please go easy on it. Corey got the Mini Cooper Coupe. Your leader in the reddish. Oh, I'm sorry, Snowy. This is the lead. Snowy, the white, blue, and red. Dave Banks now second. Dave setting out after Snowy. It's Snowy, Dave, Corey, Eric, and Chris. Chris driving a proper Mini Cooper in the mini class. Excellent looking ride. Wells starting to get back up in contact with Corey Groves. We're going to see a battle in a second. Eric looking at it. Peels and gives it a little love. Sylvia bodied MO6. Looking pretty good out there. Snowy, Banks, Wells, Groves, Callaway, the order. Chris Callaway got Kid Cooper hooked up at this point. 4:40 to go. 12-5 for Snowy, 12-7 for David Banks. Rick runs a 13-7, 19-7 from Corey, 16-7 from Mr. Callaway. Snowy's starting to make this a runaway. Banks going to see if he can reel him in. Rick goes 14-7 that time by 12-5 for Snowy, 12-5 for David Banks. Snowy. 12-6 for David Banks. Rick goes 14-1. Corey goes 15-7. Chris goes 18-6. 3:50 remaining in this 6-minute run. Snowy showing his game face for the main. Throwing down. 12-6, 12-5, 14-2 for your top three.
Oh!
3:10 remaining. It's Snowy, Banks, Wells, Groves, Callaway. Rick goes 13-9, 13-6 for Snowy, 12-4 for David Banks. Corey goes 14-3, Callaway goes 15-1. Snowy, 12-8, David Banks. Rick a 14-1, 14-2 from Corey. Chris a 15-4. 2:25 remaining. Oh, David rolls it. All the ground he made up. Eaten away by one minor tap. And he's still got 2 minutes, 15 seconds to work on. See if he can get back up in contact with Snowy. Tall order at this point. $150 to go.
What?
14-2 for Wells, 14 flat for Snowy. Banks at 12-4. 1:30 remaining. Snowy crossed the sled with a 13-5. It's Snowy, Banks, Wells, Groves, Callaway. 45 seconds remaining in the first ever main AAA at the U.S. Indoor Champ. Your podium spots right now, Snowy, Banks, and Wells. Wells goes to your leader, but cuts will hit back in, staying right with him. Callaway in his room. No, he had a good solid round, 12-9, 12-5 for Banks, 14 flat for Wells. Oh, Wells crashed a little bit. His rider's back on its tires and moving along. As time on the master expires. Snowy, you are done. Callaway and Wells are done. Here come Banks and Groves. You guys are, please do not Cypress my MO6 Mini. Great run, guys. Pseudo Cypress, drifter into the end. Get a couple volunteers as well if we can get them.
Don't break it.
Well, if you lose, you're going to be really embarrassed.
Stock touring team A. It's a solo run for our man Chuck Chambers. Alright, I have all my drivers checked. Marshall, if you'll just stay out for this one after this one's over, get the next one, that way it won't be as difficult to fill it. Chuck will Marshall with you. And we'll be, the next run will Marshall with one. Should have been more clear, Chuck. You don't have to leave the stand to get your own car. Alright, guys. We'll get Chuck rolling on the tone.
Chuck, it would be incredibly embarrassing to pile your car up right now as the only one.
Don't worry, Chuck. Everybody's not watching you.
Chuck was 12-3 last time. He backs it up to 12-5. 4, 6, 7 pace right now with his man injured.
But imagine yourself. Boy, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that would be the thing. Is, you know, you go to the race, choice of tire as opposed to trying to figure out what insert, what rubber, what rim, what all that crap. Get all that crap out of there for the guy that just wants to go on the race.
Above the drive.
Look out, Chuck. He's making a move on you.
He had to break his concentration. Thanks a lot.
Somebody comes to your track and they have to get his car hands in the stick. We got 26 minutes around.
Good timing from the peanut gallery.
What kind of pace does he like? Watch out for that lapper, Chuck. He's a hack. Oh! I told you he'd get you?
His pace is now a 31.605, but I think it's going to be a little lower. It's a little faster a little bit.
Yes.
12.5 the last lap, Chuck. Doing something in the 16 range. No, 18.6. 30, 608 pace. We don't have bump ups. Chuck Chambers driving a Top Racing Photon EX, I believe. Spectre DX3R Pro Radio. A 220 range, Chuck. Next is race 5, Tour Stock C Main. If my list is correct, it should be Willie Joe, Scott, Joe, Rock, Adam, Ken, Corey, and Bob. And you're about 9:15 to main truck for 12.96. You're on 30.611 pace. Usually back in PA, truck races with Larry Fairtrade Sr. They put together, they have nearly identical top photons. Go figure. Thank you, Larry Jr.
Don't let them get
20 seconds, driver.
This one still goes in the win column.
It goes in the win column. 10 seconds. Gotta qualify the people that didn't think they were coming. They were lost. They flew a good race. And Chuck, you're done. 30 laps. 6:11. Nice job, sir. Alrighty, up now, race 5. Rock Touring, C Main, Willie Thomas, Jim Sewell, Scott Hartman, Joe Clearbow, Joe Birch, Brock Whitmer, Adam Buckle, Ken Pepe, Corey Groves, and Bob, the Dad Hartman.
Going outside. Stay here with Papa. Stay here with Papa. Don't let her go until she works.
Yeah, we appreciate the guys at Jeff Marshall standing out there at Marshall again. Because, hey, you know. I will need somebody over by the column, though. I don't have anybody over there, so chocolate. Okay, he's going to get that. This is a multi-car race. CQ coming up into this is none other than Willie Thomas. Okay, once again, let's get lined up here. Willie, Joe, Scott, Joe Sorwell, Scott, Joe Cleaval, Joe Roach. Willie number 1, Joe Sorwell, number 2. Up a little bit more, guys. Yeah, right there. That should do it. And Scott Hartman in the 3rd, Joe Cleaval, Joe Roach. Cleaval blue one, right? White card definitely back. So Joe Cleaval is number 4. Joe Roach is the white one. No, that's Brock. Sorry. Then Joe Roach. Then Brock Whitmer after the 2nd blue one. That's where the little bugger goes, right there. And then Adam Buckholz, Ken Pepe, Corey Groves, and Bob Hartman. Dusty Heavy Group. Okay, we have lots of coverage. Drivers. Let's have a good race. It's not one on that first corner, it's one 6 corners later. Get ready, get set. Live at number 5, heads up. Teammates stop touring. Over there. Looks like, watch your turn here. Looks like we got a couple Joes battling it out with a Willie. Oh! Willie gets tumbled. We have Joe Sorwell pulling out for the pack right now. He gets a white and yellow tail and camel racing paint colors. Falling out by Joe Cleaval, Scott Hartman. Who else? Joe Roach, yes that is. And that would be Adam Buckholz. Then we have Bob Hartman. And we have Ken Pepe, Brock Whitmer, and Willie. Willie, you got to come off on you really short here. So be careful. Race leader go. Whoa! Watch over there, please. Thank you. Race leader is the white nose yellow tail. About to hit the front straightaway. Or back straightaway rather. Joe Sorwell, 11-4 that time. Joe Cleaval still in 2nd barely. 10-9, Scott Hartman, 1.5 behind him. Now in front of him. Oh, gets spun out as well. Joe retaking 2nd. Joe Roach now up into the 3rd with now Brock in 4th. On the track right there. Thank you, sir. We have Sorwell, Cleaval, Roach, Hartman, Buckholz, Thomas, Hartman, Pepe, Whitmer, and Groves.
Go, Joe.
Watch straight, upside down, right down straight. Upside down, Willie. Going back, please. Thank you. Come on, guys. More hands for opening doors. Joe Sorwell still in race leader, followed by Joe Cleaval, Joe Roach, Scott Hartman, Willie Thomas, Adam Buckholz, Ken Pepe, Bob Hartman, Brock Whitmer, and Corey. We are 2 down, 4 minutes to the race. Sorwell with 10-7, Cleaval 11-5, 10-8, Joe, Scott 11-4, 11-3, Willie, Adam 11-8, 11-5, Ken, Bob 16-5, and Brock 11-2. Sorwell still in race leader, he's got the white nose, yellow tail with purple, green, and orange in the middle. Going now into the infield. The second car is Joe Cleaval, so really deep in the car now going into the infield. Joe Roach in the 3rd spot. That's the medium wheel car into the infield. With Scott Hartman inches behind him for position. That's the yellow nose, blue tail. Watch coming on the straight, and that's now clear. 2nd place, bunched up in it. Scott Hartman still looking for an insider on Joe Roach. Joe said, oh, no, you run. Oh, almost had it. Willie trying to slide in on that one, too. Oh, yeah. And then halfway through the race, we have, if you get the leader, I have Joe, and Joe, 1, 2, and 3. What are the odds? Sorwell, Cleaval, now thank you, Scott, for breaking it up. Joe Roach into the 4th. Willie Thomas is fifth, Ken Pepe, Adam Buckle, Brock Whitner, Bob Hartman, easy. Oh boy. Oh, Jay Roach. He's gone. Joe Sorwell still the race lead. He's going to come up on, thank you, Adam. And then really shortly, Sorwell, the 10-8 by the time. He's not 34-604. Pace right now. Qualified with a 32 flat coming into this race. That's pretty good. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Race 6, stock court B qualifiers. And ready, RJ Claude, Johnny Lee, Robert, Skip, Alex, Michael, Bill, Zane, and Nolan. Sorwell with a 10-2, Clebow a 11-3, 10-9, Harlan Thomas a 10-9, Pepe an 11-4. Really nothing close yet. And we're heading down to the final race. Joe with 11-4, Sorwell. Clebow 11-8, Scott Hartman 10-8, 11-1, Willie 10, 11-4, Adam 11-7, 11-3, Brock, and 12-9, Bob. About 45 seconds on the match clock. Adam's calling the foul with the tap in it. He does? I think so too. He might know a good mechanic. He might have a couple who work for him, who knows? 20 seconds. 15 seconds. He's gone to at least 3 body posts that I know of this weekend. For Adam. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. Finish the lap you're on. Scott Hartman's done, Bob Hartman's done, Ken Pepe's done, Adam's done, Joe Sorwell and Clebow are done, Willie's done, and Brock is done. The race is over. Joe Sorwell 34-608, Joe Clebow 33-608, Scott 32-601, 32-609, Willie, and Ken Pepe 30-605. All right, please get back to the tech table there and come on back out to turn, Marshall. This is race 6, B-Main, Stock Touring, RJ, Todd, Johnny, Robert, Skip, Alex, Michael, Bill, Zane, and Nolan. Stock Touring B-Main. Feeling good up here. Leading the pack right here is RJ Whiteside, followed by Scott Bigelow, then Johnny Lee. And we saw him up in the sticker section. Close straight, do the rest. And keep the straight closed, we're going pretty good. We need the net. Again, we got closed straight, so we can do the hot lap on everything else. Okay, let's get lined up here. RJ, let's get down there. Todd next. Johnny is in the 1 minute race then. And Robert Durlock. A big hole for Johnny. There's 6 starters. Alex Bullis. Michael Larson. Joe Eisenhart. Moving down a little bit. And after Joe Eisenhart, Jay Lacko and Nolan Porter. Moving down a little bit so we can get everybody straight and we'll tighten them up a little bit. We've got angle cars at the end of the street. The gap's for Johnny is new. He's just going to take a car off there and follow the wires. I heard that. Come on, maybe some more guys. Try to get the guys in the back corner there, on the straightaway. Johnny, how's looking? The sound bites from Jeopardy right now. And Johnny, you're trying to run through this. What is John can only wait for 1 minute for you to fix your car? Well, John is the target for laser pointers right now. Okay, we'll put Johnny down this car since the car's not ready. Super Marshall Austin Telfo. Gets into the line. Looks remarkably like Austin's car, huh? Oh. Have to check in, take it down. Oh yeah, actually no one needs to check in early because he's taking it off, so that's perfect, thank you. Okay. Okay, I have my crossover marshals, right? Adam and Joe. Okay, all the other corner counters, okay, drivers, this is the name. Let's change it up. Have a good break. Drivers, you're going live in less than 5 seconds. There you go. Oh, right under the stand. What's down here in the RPOS's? What's coming off the snack corner? Okay, Corey. He almost wiped out from the driver's stand a couple days ago, too. Marshall. This is just Monte Carlo Wrestling by Skip Starkey. No, Alex Bullis, Skip Starkey, Johnny Lee, Dave Lacko, Nolan Porter, Bill Eisenhart, Robert Durlock, Michael Larson, and RJ Whiteside. Todd Bigelow, the wrestler. He's got the white and red car with black bottom to it. Okay, RJ, well, guess what? You're going to have to watch RJ's clip. I took it that time. I thought so too, but I thought, well, maybe I got something. I figured we would make that happen right now. Come on, RJ! It is fixed, RJ. Until Todd has already passed you there. Now it is accurate with the correct count for you. Watch going by the snack corner there. That's Skip Starkey. He says dead. He can't something wrong. Todd Bigelow, your race leader, going to find the driver's state coming up on MASH next. Oh, maybe not. Yes. Watch the snack corner again. We have Todd Bigelow, your race leader, followed by RJ. Alex in the third. He's got the orange nose and pink tail. Johnny Lee, Nolan Porter, Bill Eisenhart, Dave Lacko, Michael Larson, and Robert Durlock, and Skip Starkey is the order. 2 minutes down, 4 minutes in the race. Bigelow with 10-5, 10-9, Whiteside, Bullis, 11-1, Lee, 11-1, 11-0, Porter, Eisenhart, 11-0, Alex, Johnny, and Nolan, your race order. Watch those guards, man. Still there. And it looks like it's a round between Alex and Nolan for fourth place now. Coming to our halfway point race, we have Todd, RJ, Johnny, Alex, Bill, Nolan, Zane, Robert, Michael, and Skip. 3 down, 3 remaining. Todd on 35 pace, RJ 35 pace, Johnny Lee 34 pace, Alex, Bill, Zane, Nolan on 33 paces. Big one in front of the driver there. Whoops! Slides by flipping Marco. RJ still within visual of Todd's back bumper. It is a very close 1-2 here. Should be very interesting come the end of this, because they really haven't gotten much gap between them. We are 2:30 remaining in this race. Third place, Johnny Lee. Big back. About into the straightaway. Straightaway car right there. So from the leader, he's almost a half track back. Now coming up on Alex is the leader, as well as on the Eisenhart too.
Okay.
Second place to follow with the bright pink yellow grip.
Usually went well. I'm replacing those people that ride with someone else.
Watch for the guard stand. Watch coming off the sweeper there. Thank you. Johnny Lee cashing the board. See how that affected. Didn't yet. But Bill Eisenhart got a lot closer to that. It's Todd, RJ, Johnny, Bill, Alex, Zane, Robert, Michael, Nolan. About 8:20 remaining. 10:86 to Todd, RJ, 11:0, 11:1, Johnny the last one. Johnny, this one is a 11:1 here. Up next, race 7, a main stock touring game. Don't forget the snack bar is open. Watch another guard stand. Lots of terrific food, just like they've had before. Chicken fingers, the whole bit. Go see them. Less than a minute remaining. Todd, RJ, Johnny, Bill, Alex, Zane. Second place in front of Alex. Oh. Okay. Wow. What's coming off the straightaway? About 10 seconds on the master clock. Less than 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. Finish the lap you're on. Zane is done. Gerald's done. Todd Bigelow for the win. Keep them going. Bill Eisenhart, Johnny Lee, you're done. Alex. And that's it. Todd Bigelow wins that one, 34-603. Bill 33-33. Johnny Lee. Stock 200. Fire them up. Drivers, to make the warm-up, I'll give you the introduction while we warm up in the interest of time.
All right, guys, your 10th qualifier, the 2012 U.S. Indoor Champ Stock Touring class, Aurora, Ohio. We're on a Serpent chassis. Motors are D3.5 with Castle ESC with radio by Futaba. Sponsors are franchise racing products, Trinity, TRC, On Point. Special thanks to Getson Zane for lodging, Brad and Rain for the late night showers, Mike Wise. Your 9th qualifier. Out of Quakertown, PA, we're on a BBC Wildfire, EA Motorsports Duo 35, Hobbywing, or 235, Hobbywing B3 ESC, KO Propo, Urus Radio, Handout Tires, sponsors are CRC, BBC, Hobbywing, EA Motorsports Power Push, CR Graphics, TQ Wire, Sidepiece Racing, Teakin, and Trains and Lanes Hobbies. Special thanks to Frank Calandra, Dumper, my boy Shref, and the whole CRC team, Ronald Getter. Your 8th qualifier. Out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, running an X-Ray T3 12. Novak Ballistic Motor, Novak Havoc Short Course Pro ESC, Futaba 3PK Fast System Radio. Tires are spec, round and black rubber by Sweet. X-Ray, RC America, Novak Electronics, Rush Shot Paintworks, the Track and Harbor Hobbies, Hobbytown, USA, Oshkosh Road sponsors. Special thanks to Paul Lemieux, the Kewins, for the setup direction, and to my wife, who lets me play with toy cars, Eric Snowy and Sheena Weiss. Your 7th qualifier out of Rome, New York, running a BBC Wildfire, EA Motorsports Motor. Chuck Nasty, Brian Wynn. Your 6th qualifier is Kansas City, Missouri, running a Corrales HMX Motor Trinity D3.5 ESC Speed Passion. The radio is by Futaba. Tires are handouts. Sponsored by Corrales, Specialized RC, SuperiorHobbies.com, Sweet, Hurricane Motorsports, Speed Passion, Precision Racing Systems, Hobbytown USA, Kansas City. Special thanks to Brad Johnson and Robbie Michaels, Bill Sider. Disqualifier out of Hempstead, Maryland. Chassis and Awesomatics. Motors of Trinity D3.5. ESC, LRP. Radio by Futaba. Sweep 32 Tires. Sponsored by Sweep Racing and Middle River Hobbies. Ray Clevenow. Your 4th qualifier. He's out of Detroit, Michigan. Running a Serpent S411. Trinity D35. 17.5 motor. Hobbywing just stock ESC. Futaba 4PKS Radio, Sweet QTS 32 Tires, sponsored by Serpent America, SMC Racing, and Riley Paint. Special thanks to my team manager, Paul Ciccarello and Serpent America. Also want to give special thanks to James Riley, and a special thanks to my Detroit racing family, Austin Kelso. In the 3rd slot, out of Detroit, Michigan, rolling a BBC Wildfire, an Outlaw D3.5. The ESC is a good one. The radio is by Radio Post, Sweep Handout Tires, sponsored by CRC, BBC, Radio Post, Red Bull, Protoform, Outlaw Motorsports, Burleson Racing, and Rockstar Paint. A special thanks to the CRC crew, BBC, Andrew Knapp, Goat, and Shref for a great input all weekend. Dave Johnson. Your 2nd qualifier out of Winthrop Harbor, Illinois, running an X-Ray T4, D3.5 motor, ESC by Orca, radio by KO Propo. Tires are Sweet Spec Tires. The sponsors are X-Ray, RC America, Hootie, JDR, Trinity, RevTech, Orca, Gravity RC, the Track and Harbor Hobbies, P1 Brand, and Rockstar Paint. Special thanks to Paul Lemieux, Corey Whiteman, Jim Dieter, Mom and Dad, Eric and RJ Whiteside, Michael Jones at Rockstar Paint, Goop, Keithview, and the Hartmans, Blake Coolin. Your TQ this year out of Rockford, Illinois, driving a Corrales HMX M1, Trinity D3.5 motor, ESCs by LRP, the radio by Futaba. He's sponsored by Hurricane Motorsports, Corrales USA, Specialized RC, SuperiorHobbies.com, Competition Electronics, Futaba, Protoform, and Sweet. With special thanks to Rob Michael, Bill Sider, and Ray Derrick, Brad Johnson. Let's give it a great left, guys.
Go, pass the scoring.
Brad Johnson, Blake Thorne, Dave Johnson, Austin Kelso, Ray Thibodeau, Bill Sider, Brian Wayne, Snowy, Garrett, and Wise. If we are satisfied with the grid, I have marshal coverage. Drivers, less than 5. Full shot, Brad Johnson. Blake right on, and Dave Johnson. Blake touches, Dave Johnson around. Brad, Dave, Austin, Bill, Ray, Ron, Mike, Blake, Eric, Brian. Now Blake shuffles to the back. We'll get the second hit settled in. The battle is Johnson and Johnson at the front. Not enough baby powder and baby oil to go around for these two. Johnson and Johnson, Kelso up the third. Brad catches. It's now Dave, Alston, and Brad. Cleveland out in the mix, putting that automatics up there. Looking at back at Brad Johnson's car. Dave Johnson starting to stretch it a little bit. Alston holding down second spot. Transport's behind him. A little bit of touching. Sider looking at Cleveland now. That gives Brad some breather room as he starts to reel in Alston ever so slightly. Alston starting to make some inroads on Dave. It's Dave, Alston, Brad, Ray, Bill, Ron, Mike, Eric, Blake, and Brian. Dave, Alston, Brad, Bill, Ray, your top 5. Gap starting to stabilize between Dave and Alston. Brad trying to make inroads on Alston's rear bumper. Can't quite get there yet. Your leader sweeping into the cafe complex. Down the straightaway he goes. Alston having a great run. Trying to close up on Dave. He's got good infield power. Making the most of it with good chassis momentum. But Brad may be a little bit quicker than both. If he closes up a little bit on Alston, touches just momentarily, doesn't hurt it too bad. Brad cutting super tight lines. It's Dave, Alston, Brad, Bill, Ray, your top 5. Leader coming up on traffic. Well done. Wise and Snowy locked in that war for that 9th spot. Alston comes on the line. Oh, they just get together. And that's going to leave it Dave, Alston, Dave, Brad, Bill, Ray, Blake up to 5th, Getter 6th. Win to 7th, Snowy to 8th. Snowy sticking right on Brad's bumper. But it's Dave and Brad. Then Sider, Cleveland, and Blake. Cleveland and Sider together. That is the closest battle on the track right now. Dave down the straightaway, Brad entering the straightaway. We're going to look at that fight for third between the white, yellow, and orange. With the blue back and the green and silver. Blake's starting to close up on that too. This is going to be a 3-way fight. We got 2:25 to go. This is race 7, race 8. You got to be thinking about it. Cleveland out desperately looking for a way around Sider. Sider driving great lines, keeping back. Blake's hoping they battle it out. He wants that podium spot. Meanwhile, the gap between Dave and Brad, 1.7 seconds. Dave down the straight. Brad down the straight. 1.2 seconds now showing the gap. back to that battle for third. Oh, they touch. They touch. They wait. Blake's saying, yeah, we do that again, because here he comes. Third, fourth, and fifth sharing the same straightaway. Dave Johnson about to work on the back of that battle. Blake now closing up on Ray K. Sider getting a little breathing room. Ray K touches. Blake's got it. Cleavenout ducking back in. He's not going to let him run away with it. Cleavenout, oh, so close to making a move. Leader coming in front of the driver's tower, right behind that battle for fourth spot. Oh, Ray K gets a little loose. Dave goes by. Next car Dave sees will be Blake. 50 seconds remaining. Cafe Complex now clear. Dave, Brad, Bill, Blake, Ray, your order. 35 on the master clock. Blake's going to get Sider. He's going to have to really work it. That's the white, yellow, and orange, and blue, followed by the white, yellow, orange, and blue. Oh, Blake taps. Let's see him go by. Ray K now right back up on Blake. Blake taps again, Ray's around. Second place, Brad Johnson in that mix. He is trying to catch Dave Johnson. Oh, and there's Carnage in front of the driver's tower. Blake ends up on his lid. 3 seconds on the master clock. Time has expired. Everybody keep driving until I tell you you're done. Brad is done. Ray, Blake, Ron, Snowy, Sider, Johnson, all done. Dave Johnson, 2012 Stock Touring Champion. Brad Johnson, second. Bill Sider, third. Cleavenout, fourth. Keelan, fifth. Getter, sixth. Snowy, seventh. Dumper, then Kelso, then Wise round out the order. Just once again to thank our sponsors, CRC and Sweet Racing USA, our event sponsors. Farmer PSE, taking care of concourse for us. Always helping out every year, concourse in our numbers. Our class sponsors are Power Push, On Point, Matrix Tires, Big Steve's Race Day Productions, Arcade Designs, and Team Holy Rollers. Without them, we cannot make this race happen. Support their products because they support racing. We're going to bring up the 12 scale Masters B main.
Don't forget, after you as Marshall, you want to go over to see Joe Ruggles for the trophy. He's got them at the far end of the straightaway. So after you, Marshall, go see Joe, if you want to receive a trophy.
I guess that helps get out. It makes it more easy about it.
And this is racing the B-Main 12 Kill Master. And of course, Joel Eisenhart, Kelly D, Mark Sweeney, Charlie Menard, Jeremy Ellis, John Cranick, and Michael Thurston. They're all checked in, so why don't we get right up here? Once again, Andy, number 1, Bill number 2, Kelly number 3, Mark number 4, Charlie number 5, Jeremy number 6, John number 7, and Michael number 8. Manny, Bill, Kelly, Mark, Charlie, Jeremy, John, and Michael. And we've got to move a little bit there. I want to get out of the marbles on the straight there. And you're not moving, please. There we go. And likewise, Bill, Kelly. Okay. What? Who's crossing over in the middle here? Derek? And he's the winner. I need Marshall in the far corner there. And he's on the cover, right, Brad? Blake? Jeremy Otis with Mark Sweeney closing in on him. And Charlie Nara, John Cranig, Bill Eisenhart, and Michael Thurston. Also watch in the center, Charlie X area. What's going on the back straight? On the back straight, that's Jeremy Otis. Jeremy sponsored by Max's Meteorite. Watch before getting on the straight. Watch getting on the straight.
Good feet, Goat.
Yeah. Michael Thurston probably a little crooked there. That's going to affect the bounce force slightly. Thank you, Snowy. That's better. Yeah, well, it's flatter. Let's get that up. Manny, your race leader, still the copper color car, followed back by, part of the sweeper by Kelly Bean. Manny going through the center section, Kelly with fluorescent yellow, Mark Sweeney in third, now the white car with orange CRC logos. Bill Eisenhart in the fourth spot, he's got the green and gold nose with white tail. Right behind him, Jeremy Otis trying to get the position back with the white, orange, and blue, and does same as Bill Tapp. Live by Michael. Up next will be race 9, 12 scale Masters A main. The Wayne, Vicky, Frank, John, Chuck, Dana, Brad, Skip, Lee, and Perry. Watch front driver stand. It's back where you moved it from. And it's Manny, Kelly, Mark, Jeremy, Bill, Charlie, and Michael. Manny with a 10-2, Kelly a 10-3, 10-9, Mark, Jeremy 10-0, 10-1, Bill, Charlie 10-4, Michael 15-4. What you put down 5:30 to go in this race. Manny looking for a 50 lap run in this. Kelly a 49 flat run. About 2.5 turns separating first and second place. Manny now coming up on Charlie. It's Manny, Kelly, Mark, Jeremy, Bill, Charlie, and Michael. Watch down on quick sweeper. And Bill, quick-handed. Bill Snyder, very quick-handed. That's impressive. Master of RC car sleight of hand. Watch him on the driver's stand. Manny with a 10-6, Kelly a 10-5, Jeremy a 10-2, Bill a 10-2, Charlie a 10-7. Manny the copper one, Kelly the fluorescent yellow, in third now Jeremy with Max's Weatherized, that's the white nose, orange and teal tail. Bill with the gold, green, and white. Charlie with the red nose, white tail. Mark Sweeney, the white car with orange CRC logos. And Michael with the slightly kinked purple and white one. Oh, what's going on? Big sweeper, still there. More than halfway through this race now, man. It's still looking for 49 808, Kelly 48 801, 48 807, Jeremy. Watch Kelly. Watch the sweeper. There we go. Kelly's still trying to reel in Manny. Got about a straightaway distance between them right now. Nearly identical lap times. Progress really not visible. Jeremy now coming up on Mark and Charlie for a lap, not for position. Jeremy Otis holding, watch him on the driver's stand, right in front of the driver's stand, still there, ready for the wall in front of the Mickey Bill. Getting quick hands. Practice, I know. About 2:45 remaining in the race.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Oh yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like it's gotta be pretty hard to do. Like I can just out loud.
Uh-oh. Fix it while you're there. Thank you, Ted. At least Michael can get the body downward and he's driving a little better. I think his feet's up about 2 inches on one side and the back. Or 12, so that's a lot. Oops! Angel Eisenhart going to the corner. Manny, Kelly, Jeremy, Bill, Charlie, Mark, and Michael. Less than 2 minutes remain. Thank you, sir. Going straight. Come off the big sweeper. There we go.
Yeah, Sweeney. Get it.
Wow, Sweeney.
Yeah, give him the door, Sweeney.
No Eisenhart is still lap up on you, Martha.
Don't let him get that second lap, Sweeney.
Manny, Kelly on the left. Jeremy, Jeff to pick back. Bill to pick back.
Oh,
Charlie,
come
Mark,
on.
and Michael. Less than a minute remains. First one driver stand. Manny, see watch going into the straight. There we go. Still there, still in a different car. Thank you, Jody Blitzky. Usually. Manny, 10-6. 47, 8-5 pace. 15 seconds remaining, drivers. Five seconds on the master. 3, 2, 1, 0. When the first one is done. Ready, Charlie's done, Manny's done, Bill's done. Keep going. Haven't a great turn yet. Mark Sweeney's done. Kelly, Jeremy, and that's it. Okay, Manny Forrest wins that with 47-802. Kelly 47-810. Bill Eisenhart 46-802. 46-810. Jeremy and Charlie 45-801. Up now, A main 12 scale masters. Ian.
I'll be right there, John.
You have the wheels on.
Body, a half an inch smile on the opening.
Such bad luck.
Yeah.
Put them face down, but I wrote sponsor on the backside of the table. That way they don't see it.
No problem. I'll be back in a minute.
Right there.
12 Masters and Main 2012 U.S. Indoor Champs. Your 10th qualifier. Fairfax, Virginia, running a CRC XTI Ultra Ego chassis. Motors Express V3.5, ESC by Hobby Lane, radio Airtronics MC4. Tires are CRC, sponsored by CRC and MRH Hobbies. Special thanks to Frank Dumper, the CRC crew, and Ian for keeping the tradition alive. Harry Caswell. Your 9th qualifier out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Running a CRC XTI with Trinity 3.5 motor, Hollywing ESC, Spectrum Radio, tires by CRC, sponsored by Team CRC, Calandra Racing Concepts, Special thanks to Brad Murgy and Frank Calandra. Lee Hart. Your 8th qualifier out of Southern Illinois. The chassis is associated 12R5.2, motor by Thunder Power. ESC is a hobby wing. Spectrum DX3R Pro radio. Tires by CRC. Sponsored by Horizon Hobby Distributors. Spectrum, Thunder Power, Dynamite Products. Special thanks to Frank Calandra for keeping the 112 kilo racing alive in the U.S. Skip Starkey. 7th qualifier, also from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Running a CRC XPI with Team Screen Motor, Hobby Wing 1S Speedo, Spectrum Radio, and the tires are CRC's. Special thanks to Team Screen and CRC, Brad Murgy. Your 6th qualifier out of Warren, Ohio. Running a CRC XPI inline, Trinity D35 motor, Hobby Wing 1S Speedo, Spectrum Radio, CRC tires. He's sponsored by Power Push and Horizon Hobby. Special thanks to Tony Caruba, Wayne Gerber, and John Tortorice. Dana Bales. Your 5th qualifier out of Muskegon, Michigan, driving a CRC XTI with a Trinity motor, Hobby Wing ESC, Spectrum. Thank you to George Caruba. Tires are CRC High Rollers. Sponsors are Power Push batteries and CRC. Special thanks to Mary, Frank Calandra, Andrew Knapp, Jeremy Otis, Tony Caruba, and George Caruba for the use of your radio. Chuck Lonergan. Your 4th qualifier out of Marcy, New York. He's rolling a CRC Gen XTI with Trinity D35 motor, a Tekin RS Pro ESC, Airtronics M11 radio, CRC High Rollers tires, sponsored by Team CRC, CRC Raceway and Hobby, Dumper Speed Shop. Special thanks to Rambo, Frank Figgs, Dumper, and all the boys at CRC, and a special thanks to Ian Rebels for running a great champ, John Bauer. Really? Your 3rd qualifier from Rome, New York. The chassis is a CRC XTI, motor Trinity 3.5, Hobby Wing 1S ESC, Spectrum Radio, CRC tires. He's sponsored by CRC, Horizon Hobby, Spectrum, and FBFX. Special thanks to all the racers at the champs for supporting the race. Thanks to my wife, family, and CRC crew at home, Frank Calandra Jr. Lining up 2nd, Cleveland's own. Driving an associated 12R5.2 chassis with a Novak motor and Novak ESC, Spectrum Radio, BSR tires. Sponsored by Associated, Power Push batteries, Novak, Spectrum, JR, BSR, Protoform, IRS, Parma, and CRC. Special thanks to my dad for building me the best car ever, and to my dad for taking Dominic racing all the time. To Don and Steve for being the best friends I could ever ask for, and to the CRC guys for all the fun. Vicky Caruba. Your TQ from Medina, Ohio. CRC XTI chassis, Team Screen, the battery is Power Push, Hobby Wing ESC, KO Radio, CRC tires. Sponsored by CRC, Power Push, Team Screen, BRP, Nistec, TQ Wire, Parma PSC, SXT, and Paint Monster, Wayne Gerber. Gridded set. I see my marshals. Get Mark out of there. Drivers, we're going to get this one going on the tone. Less than 5. Full shot Gerber. Caruba right with him. Calandra right there as well. John Bauer up in that mix. A little bit of chaos in the infield. We're going to stay with the leaders. Gerber, Caruba, Calandra. Starkey, Bauer, Hart, Canswell, Bales, Murgy, and Lonergan. Right for the driver's tower goes Wayne Gerber. Frank hot on Wayne Field. Starkey, then Caruba. Vicky looking to take a shot at Starkey if at all possible. Frank trying to close up on Wayne. We are 45 seconds gone. Gerber, Calandra, Starkey, Caruba, Murgy, Bauer, Lonergan, Caswell, Bales, and Hart. Dana working up, looking fast. Two back. battles right now are for first and second, and for third and fourth. Gerber across the stripe, Calandra across the stripe, Starkey, now Karuba across the stripe. It's Gerber, Calandra, Starkey, Karuba, and Murdy. Murdy in that red and white. Cutting through the cafe complex. Bales and Bauer going at it right now. That is for sixth slot.
No, it's the other way around.
Calandra in trouble. Gonna move Starkey up to the second spot. Gerber, Starkey, Calandra, Karuba. Vicky all over Frank Calandra right now, showing some power, push power. Frank dialing it in, stretches out just a little bit that time as he tries to catch Starkey, but Wayne Gerber starting to check out. Gerber, Starkey, Calandra, Karuba, Murdy. Oh, Frank taps. Vicky is by. Vicky sets her sights on Skip Starkey. Now Murdy looking to attack Frank Calandra. That is the tightest battle right now. That is your battle for fourth. That's the green, purple, and white, followed by the red, white, and black of Brad Murdy. They close up on Vicky just a little bit. Vicky trying to catch Starkey, but Murdy looking at Frank. That is your closest battle, and it is for the fourth spot. And now Calandra and Murdy approach the back of Karuba Star. We get a three-way battle for third. They begin to inch up a little bit on Starkey. Frank now all over Vicky's tail. Frank pushing hard, trying to force an error. Vicky driving a good defensive line. Still fast. Frank looking at it hard. Looks inside. Skip in trouble. That's going to move Karuba to second. Calandra to third. Murdy to fourth. Frank's looking for creative lines to try to take a shot. Taking a pass. Frank and Murdy go by. Vicky right back on it, right on Murdy's tail. Skip right there now too. Vicky swings out wide, looking for a shot at Brad. Epic battle for second place in Masters. Down the straightaway go second, third, and fourth. Murdy looking for a way around Frank, trying inside and outside. Possibly plotting an over-under, but Frank keeping it clean.
Get it out of the turn, Victor. Get it out.
Murdy rolling up, carrying good corner speed. Vicky starting to close down on him again.
Hey, January 1.
Bauer in fifth, starting to close on him with Harpot on his heel.
Okay.
Frank gets a little breathing room for Brad. Brad closes it back up in the cafe complex. Right in front of the driver's stand they go. We got 350 remaining. A lot of racing left in this 12-skill Masters A main. Bauer and Hart going at it, trying to close up on Vicky. Down the straight go Frank and Murdy. Vicky joins now. Here comes Bauer and Hart. Wayne Gerber hasn't mentioned him much because he's all by himself. Wayne in the all yellow, streaking down the straightaway behind the all green is Skip Starkey. Murdy pass gives Calandra some breathing room. Vicky now closing up on Brad ever so slightly.
Tighten it up in that sweeper.
Calandra and Murdy will be up on the back of Mr. Caswell in just a moment.
It's better to get older.
Perry yields. Nice shot. Thank you, Perry. That's battle for second. Still a hotly contested issue. Down the straightaway Calandra, followed by Murdy. Green, purple, and white, followed by red, white, and black. To the cafe complex on the straightaway. The difference is 3/10. Now 2/10. Oh, Murdy pass. Gives Frank some breathing room. 2:10 remaining. Gap's starting to stabilize a little. Oh, Bale's in trouble. Bauer back by, and Dana looking at him again. That is for 6th spot. Bales and Bauer, closest battle right now. Oh, Bales gets in trouble. Bauer's got clear track in front of him. Bauer's trying to close up on Lee Hart, but there's some distance there. Murray now slowly closing down on Frank Calandra. Frank was answering the phone calls for Wayne.
No airtime.
Nice move, Dana. Leader down the straight. It's Gerber, Calandra, Murray, Hart, Karuba, Starkey, Bauer, Lonigan, Bales, and Caswell. Leader down the straight. Finds second place is Frank Calandra, going to the Cafe Complex. Third place, Brad Murray down the straight. 1 second is the gap from Calandra to Murray. Bauer in between your second and third place cars. Bauer moves over and lets him go. Nice job. Thank you, Mr. Bauer. Murray still setting off, trying to get Calandra with 8 seconds left on the master clock. If he's going to do it, it's going to have to be epic and now. Time on the master has expired. Everybody keep driving until I tell you you're done. 12 Masters in. Everybody's now done. Wayne Gerber, your Masters champion, followed by Calandra, Murray Hart, Karuba, Starkey, Bauer, Lonigan, Bales, and Caswell. Please turn your equipment and come back out to Marshall. It's going to bring up my 12 scale stock B. Got everybody checked, but CD and D. I have not been checked, but will not be running. My marshal's back from that Masters A meeting. We'll get the stock B underway. Order for this one is Johnson, Wells, Sorwell, Roach, Porter, Holcomb, Barone, and Ruggles.
Birthday present?
I can break up the Fort Wayne contingent. There we go. Here comes Mr. Holcomb. Starkey and Sweeney conversation can draw that to a close. Wayne, are you going to the middle? Bauer's down there at the end. 12 tail stock B main. Less than 5. Nice start from Will Johnson. Sorwell right behind him. Joe Roach looking to make inroads on Mr. Sorwell. Nice free train, perfect first lap. Dead silence. And then it ends. It's Johnson, Sorwell, Roach, Porter, Holcomb, Barone. Down, 7:20 to go.
He ran already. You did so awesome. Oh, no, he's just different car. Get her.
Johnson from the 989, Sorwell 10-2, little one Roach, Porter 10-6, 10-4, Holcomb and Barone 10-5. 4 minutes down, 7 minutes in the race. Johnson is looking for number 56 right now. He's the second white car in the white car grouping there. On Nolan. That's the third. Will Johnson's trying to seriously watch Will. There's some good lines going there.
Good run, girl.
Johnson, Sorwell, Roach, Holcomb, Porter, Barone. Last time backs it up with a 11-4. Sorwell 10-3, 10-6. Holcomb, Roach 11-8, 10-4. Porter, Barone 11-2. 2 down, 6 to go in this race. You guys watch them off the sweeper. Come off the sweeper. Watch for the driver's stand. Right in front of the driver's stand. Thank you, Mr. Calandra.
I'm up in 7. And
White car all by himself on the straightaway is your racing to Will Johnson. Let's go on to the straight. There we go. Sorwell on the back place with the white nose, green, blue, purple, orange, and yellow tail. Basically Camel Racing plus a couple other colors. And now coming up on Dan. Thank you, Hollywood. Will's last was a 10-2. Joe's was a 10-6, a 10-9 for Dan. Last one, no, that was a 10-4 rather. Wrong, a 10-5, 10-5 Joe Roach, and Nolan a 10-5. And to that time, 2029-803 as we're almost halfway through this race. Race 11, 12 field stock, A main. You are next. Joe Strandell, John Torres, Jody Flippy, Mark Calandra, Jay Johnson, Mike Wise, Ron Go-Getter, Robert Dola, Joe Clebout, and Dwight Smith. Watching the far side of the super. There we go. Halfway drivers. Coming up on Joe Roach and Nolan. Joe Roach next. Will at 10-3 that time. Joe 10-7 Eddie Sorwell. Dan Holcomb was 11-2. 10-5 Joe Roach. Rob Barone 13-1 and 10-9 for Nolan Porter. About 3 minutes remaining in the race. 49 right now for Will Johnson. Interestingly, he's had about a half and a half total watch Will in this race, and he has driven nearly flawlessly through it. Which could ultimately be a personal best for him. Leader now on Joe's second serve. 2:20 remaining. Will 10-2, Joe Soro with 10-9, 10-4 Dan, Joe Roach 10-7, Rob 10-7, and Nolan 10-9. Don't forget that this is the concession area. You know, with all the business you've had today, you are hungry. They've got lots of great stuff over there. They've got hamburgers today. They've got lots of, not hot dogs. Several different cold sandwiches. Just good stuff. Chicken fingers, I believe, yeah. Chicken fingers. They're rated 2 beat up. Will Johnson still on a 48.803 pace right now. And he comes up to Dan again. Johnson's going to lead this one 8-8. Yeah, we had to test him out something. I just had to don't curse him by saying that. He started out very mediocre this week, in his perspective. 48.5 is not too bad considering he came into this race from 46. 22nd service. So Solo on the 47.808 pace. Dan on the 46.810 pace. Joe Roach 45.801 pace. Still 5 seconds on the master clock drivers. 2-1-0. Dan Holcomb is done. Rob Barone is done. Joe Roach is done. There's Will Johnson and Joe Sorrell. And that concludes the B main 12 field stock. Will Johnson 48.806, 47.809 Joe, Dan 45.8 flat. Nice. Trophies are 1 through 10 in the A's, and 1 through 3 in each of the other classes. So if you have finished in the top 3 in anything but the A, please go down and see Joe Ruggles. He doesn't want to take them home. And the top, all 10 A people go down and get the trophies. Once again, he doesn't want to take them home.
That's going to lead us to the 12th stock A main, and this is race 11 and 20. Your 10th qualifier out of Cleveland, Ohio, running an on-point chassis, Team Straight Trinity D3.5 motor, Hollywood ESC, Futaba 4PK radio, BSR tires. His sponsors are On Point, BSR, and OHP. Special thanks to Chicky, Mike Pulver, Wayne Gerber, and John Swerter-Reese. Big thanks to Ian and Pop, Stevie, Eric, Dozy, and the whole Norcar crew for putting this race together. Dwight Smith. Your 9th qualifier out of Brunswick, Ohio. Running a Serpent / on-point chassis. Trinity motor, Hollywood ESC, Futaba 4PK SR radio, CRC tires. Sponsors are none. Special thanks to Wayne Gerber, Chuck Smith, Willie Thomas, Chuck Macken, and the rest of the gate crew. Joe Klebow. Your 8th qualifier out of Antioch, Tennessee. CRC XTI chassis, EA Duo 3.5. Hollywood, ESC N12 Airtronics Radio, tires by CRC. Sponsored by Thunder RC, RC50, CRC, Blackheart, EA Motorsports, and RC America. Special thanks to God and to my sister for buying my first RC car 25 years ago, and to Dumper and Frank for the setup help, and Skip for keeping it old. Robert Durla. Your 7th qualifier from Quakertown, PA, running a CRC XTI chassis, EA Motorsports 03.5 motor, Hollywood 1F ESC, KO Purple Radio. Tires are CRC track magnets. He's sponsored by CRC, BBC, Hobbywing, EA Motorsports, Power Push, CR Graphics, TC Wire, Side Piece Racing, Transatlantic Hobbies, Suddenly to Frank Commander, Dumper, and my boy Stress, and the whole CRC team, Ronald Getter. Your 6th qualifier for Aurora, Ohio, running an on-point chassis, D 3.5 motor, Hobbywing ESC, Futaba Radio, TRC tires. He's sponsored by Franchise Racing Products, On Point Racing, Trinity, TRC, and Serpent. Special thanks to Chicky, the gym teacher, Lil T, and Brad J for all the handies, Mark C for changing my starting position, Mike Wise. Your 5th qualifier from Detroit, Michigan, running XTI chassis by CRC, D3.5 motor, CRC Hobbywing 1 Speedo Radio Post Radio, tires are CRC. He's sponsored by CRC, BBC, Red Bull, Protoform, Burleson Racing, Radio Post, Outlaw Motorsports, Rockstar Paints. Special thanks to everybody from CRC for all the help. Dave Johnson. And the 4th slot, he's from Rome, New York. Chassis the CRC XTI, the motors of Dynamite, ESC, Tecan RS, the radios of DX3R. Tires are CRC High Rollers, sponsored by CRC Tecan, Horizon Hobby, Spectrum, and JB Paintworks. Special thanks to Frank Jr. and Frank Sr. listening on Live RC. You should be here, Mark Calandra. 3rd qualifier. From Marnie, Michigan, running a CRC XTI inline chassis, Trinity D3.5 motor, Hobbywing 1F ESC, Airtronics M11X. The tires are CRC track magnets. He's sponsored by CRC, Putnam Propulsion, and Dumper Speed Shop. Special thanks to Kelly and Don Beam, CRC crew, the Indoor Champs crew, and Mark Smika, Jody Flipsy. Your 2nd qualifier out of State College, PA. Run a CRC XTI chassis, D3.5 motor, Hobbywing ESC, KO Propo Radio, CRC tires. He's sponsored by CRC. Special thanks to Frank, Brian, and everyone at CRC, John Peoples, Ray Derrick, and everyone from the Raceway of Beaver, PA, and my dad, John Corderies. And your TQ in 12 scale stock. From Shelby Township, Michigan, running an Associated 12 R5.2 with a Radio Post Radio and Jayco tires. His sponsors are Team Associated, Reedy, LRP, Jayco, SMC, and Radio Post. Special thanks to Team Associated, Jayco, SMC, EA, Radio Post for all the support. Joe Trandell. Let's grit them up. Looks like my marshals are ready. Everyone has checked. This is race 11, race 12, you are on deck. Mr. A. Bear snapping some photos. This is Celestial aiming. Straighten this grid just a little bit if we could. Here comes the white, he's lining up. Drivers are satisfied with the grid. Marshall's in position. Drivers, less than 5. Full shot, Trandell, Cornery swings wide. Flips up the position and then gets dropped back. It's now Trandell, Tortoreese. No, Calandra up in the second spot. Trandell, Calandra, Tortoreese, Johnson, Flipsy, Getter, Wise, Cleveland, Durla, and Smith. Tortoreese under heavy pressure from Dave Johnson. Oh, they touch. Meanwhile, Trandell and Calandra get a little bit of a breakaway. Johnson now under attack from Jody Flipsy. Jody's car ripping fast. Jody driving lines, trying to make it by Dave. Here comes the GOAT up with this spot. Tortoreese spins. Leader in front of the driver's tower, followed by Calandra, Johnson, Flipsy, Getter, Wise, Durla, Cleveland, Tortoreese, and Smith. Your leader in the yellow, Joe Trandell, Mark Calandra in the pearl white, blue, and orange, trying to run him down. We're separated by 8 tenths. Watch the straightaway. Go out the straightaway. It is now clear. Trandell, Calandra, Johnson, Flipsy, Getter, Wise, Durla, Tortoreese, Smith, and Cleveland, your order. Battle going on right now. Closest is for third between Dave Johnson and Jody Flipsy. That's the yellow and blue Red Bull car, followed by the all-white TRC. Flipsy drives a little bit wide. Doesn't seem to hurt it too badly. The next car they see will be that of Dwight Smith as they try to close up on Mark Calandra, who is trying to keep contact with Joe Trandell. Joe cruising. Gap between Trandell and Calandra is 1.4 seconds. Calandra taps. Johnson's got second, and Flipsy taps Calandra. Trandell, Johnson, Flipsy, Calandra. That's going to change. Pick up your leader. He's coming through the cafe complex on the straightaway. Second place, Dave Johnson now on the straightaway. Third is Jody Flipsy. That's the all yellow, the Red Bull, and the all white. Goat yield. Trandell, Johnson, Flipsy, Calandra. Flipsy trying to get back in contact with Dave. Meanwhile, Trandell right about a half a lap ahead of third place Flipsy and right about a straightaway in 2 corners ahead of second place Dave Johnson. Go, let Flipsy go. Nice drive. Well done, guys. Trandell, Johnson, Flipsy, Calandra, Wise. Tortoreese looking to get by Wise, and he makes it happen. Trandell, Johnson, Flipsy, Calandra, Wise, Tortoreese, Durla, Getter, Smith, and Cleveland. This is race 11, race 12. You should be thinking about making a move to that if you have not already done so. 12 stock A main is halfway gone. Trandell in front of the driver's tower. Now Dave in front of the driver's tower. Flipsy in front of the driver's tower. Trandell with 1.9 seconds in hand over Dave Johnson. Flipsy with 1.5 back from Dave. Now 1.4 back from Dave. Dave going down the straightaway. Next car he's coming to Mr. Cleveland. Trandell got smooth sailing in front of him for a while. Flipsy will be up on Durla. Trandell, Johnson, Flipsy, Calandra, Tortoreese, your top 5.
There you go. Go! Half a track, buddy.
Gap, 1.9 seconds between Joe and Dave. 1.1 between Dave and Jody. Jody is coming. That gap is coming down. The all-white Jody Flipsy, car 3.
Yeah, they are.
Down the street. Johnson goes 10-1. Pussy goes 10-2. Trandell 10-3. 2:50 remaining. Oh, Trandell lost a little bit of pace there. Gap now 1.6 seconds from Trandell to Johnson. Flipsy 1.3 back from Dave. Leader entering the cafe complex, going down the straightaway. Dave Johnson about a straightaway behind. Flipsy about a straightaway back from there. It's an identical 1.4 second gap between Trandell and Johnson, and then between Johnson and Jody. Trandell through the cafe complex down the straightaway. Dave making some ground up. They're coming up on traffic. Dave now 1.2 seconds back. Trandell getting ready to enter the cafe complex, going down the straightaway. Plenty of traffic in front of him. Be mindful, guys. Goes on a killer run. Thank you, Mike Wise. Don't get shuffled out. 1:35 to go. Gap at 1.5 seconds between Trandell and Dave Johnson. Jody 2.5 seconds back from Dave. $1:15 to go. Dwight Smith, beautiful job yielding to your leader. Dave taps. Jody taps. 1 minute. Trandell, Johnson, Flipsy, Torres, Coandra, your top 5. Trandell in traffic. He's going to the cafe complex. Got Nash in front of him. Thank you with Mr. Durla. Next car, he sees who's out of Mark Coandra.
Come on, Dave, you're right at the same side.
28 seconds to go. Trandell, Johnson, Flipsy, Torres, Coandra still your top 5. Trandell on the straightaway. Johnson enters the straightaway. Jody enters the straightaway. 2.3 seconds from Trandell to Johnson, 2.5 from Johnson to Flipsy, with 10 seconds on the master clock. Trandell coming out on the straightaway with 5 to go. And time expires. Waiting for everybody to finish. It's Joe Trandell, Dave Johnson, Jody Flipsy, John Torres, Mark Coandra, Mike Wise, Robert Gerwitz, Mike Smith, Mark Gunner, and Joe Cleavow. Nice driving, guys. That brings up the Super Stock Touring A main. Your 8th qualifier out of Kansas City, Missouri. Running for Top Racing. Trinity Motor, Tekin ESC, Fusava Radio, Tires are by Sweet. He is sponsored by no one. Special thanks to Bill Sider, Brad Johnson, and Mike Wise for providing comedic relief in the pit. Brock Whitmer.
I felt bad. I was talking to Joe. I said, at least you didn't yell at me for scooping.
Your seventh qualifier. Out of Chicago, Illinois, driving the Serpent chassis with Fan Line Four motor, Orion UC KO Radio. He's sponsored by Serpent America and Solo Racing, Leisure Hours Hobbies, and Bodies by Rich S. Joe Sorwell.
Way to represent, bud.
In the sixth spot, from Kansas City, Missouri, driving a Corrali HMX with a Trinity D3.5. ESC by Speed Passion, radio is by Futaba, tires are hand out. Corrali, Specialized RC, SuperiorHobbies.com, Sweet, Hurricane Motorsports, Speed Passion, Precision Racing Systems, and Hobbytown USA of Kansas City are his sponsors. Special thanks to Brad Johnson and Rob Michael. Bill Sider. In fifth, from Rockford, Illinois, driving a Corrali HMX M1, the Trinity D3.5, LRP ESP, and Futaba Radio. Sponsors are Hurricane Motorsports, Corrali USA, Specialized RC, SuperiorHobbies.com, Competition Electronics, Futaba, Protoform Suite. Special thanks to Rob Michael, Bill Sider, and Ray Garrett, Brad Johnson. Fourth, from Monaco, PA, driving a Corrali, Monaco, PA, driving a Corrali HMX, D35 motor, Hobbywing D3 ESC with a DX3 on radio. Sweet handout tires, sponsored by Corrali USA, Specialized RC, SuperiorHobbies.com, and Jinko FNC. Special thanks to Rob Michael, Brad Johnson, Team Corrali, Little T, John Peoples and the Beaver crew, and all of the 2012 U.S. Indoor Champs crew, Ray Garrett. Your third qualifier from Bethlehem, PA, rolling a VTC Wildfire with E8 Motorsports D35 motor, Orion ESC Spectrum DX3R Pro radio. Tires are Sweet handouts. Sponsors are Spectrum, Horizon Hobby CRC, BBC Racing, EA Motorsports, First Turn Racing, CR Graphics, and Dumper Speed Shop. Special thanks to Frank Dumper, Goat, and the Indoor Champs crew for a great race, Jason Scheffler.
Highest finishing old guy?
Your second qualifier from Winthrop Harbor, Illinois, running an X-Ray T4 with a T3.5, 13.5 motor. Orca, V-Truck Heat Control, Tail Propo, EX Urus, Sweet Spec Tires, Gravity RC, Orca, Trinity, Revtech, JDR, P1 brand, X-Ray, RC America, Hootie, the Chuck, and Harbor Hobbies, and Rockstar Painters sponsors. Special thanks to Paul Marine and Corey Whiteman, Eric and RJ Whiteside, my mom and dad, Jim Peter, Michael Jones at Rockstar Paint, Goose, Keep You, and the Hardmans, Blake Hewlin. You were T2 from Oakville, Ontario, Canada. Rolling X-Ray T4 with a line or Orca motor and Orca ESC, KO Propo radio, Sweet tires, sponsors are RC America, Orca, Protoform, and Prospect. Special thanks to Grant Galloway for great paint, Paul and you for tips, Corey Whiteman for setting up the perfect car, and as always, my dad and the Lord for getting me here, Andrew Hardman.
It was like tenths and hundreds between the top five and three.
All right, guys, let's get a grid set. Everybody has checked in. This is race 12, 13 used to be in 10.
Huh? No, there was two. Oh, yeah.
Didn't matter, I still made the range.
Where did it start?
I started ahead of you.
Eric owes me one, and I owe you one.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, that's why I pulled off, and I thought,
Hey, the guy
I understand how this thing works, so when we take off, I'm going to duck out so the guy behind me dead rear end me, and I'm going to wait for that big pile up to happen, and I'm going to swing around like that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Say it. Come on.
Okay,
It's going to be good.
I want to hear it.
We're just a little too close to the loop.
Anytime we've all raced, there's always been a
Arm check the edge. That's it.
start crash then race. Yeah. Start crash then race. Thank you. Flag to flag, huh?
Actually, like I still like it quick and off.
Before they let you go.
Move everybody back.
No, from a dead start. You had to go.
That transponder has to
over here
see
and then
range.
go. And if somebody
Marshall, Nikolai, drivers, less than 5. Full shot, Hartman, Blake right on him. Schreffler there, Derek Johnson. Then Mr. Sider. Blake and Andrew, the young guns. Up and coming RC racers. Now at the top of their game. Hardman, Hewlett, Schreffler now, beginning to pressure Blake. Yellow, white, and red, followed by orange, blue, and white. Then white, green, and blue. Andrew's starting to stretch it out just a little. Blake pulls some back, but Schreff in Blake's business. Oh, they touch. Schreff makes it by. Schreffler making an appearance not on dirt. Came out for this year's champs and is looking strong.
Body tuck, body tuck.
Body tuck, body tuck, body tuck. Thank you, Mr. Flipsy. Schreffler is assuming the lead. Schreffy right in front of the driver's tower. No, he hasn't. Yep, let me correct that. Hardman, Schreffler, Kuhn, Johnson, Sider, Derek, Sorwell, Whitmer, and Groves. Your order. Pick up our leader. Right in front of the driver's tower. Now you're going to sweep into the cafe complex. Down the straightaway he goes. Hardman at 10-3. 10-4 from Schreff. 11 flat from Blake. Schreff starting to close it up a little bit. 10-5 Hardman. Oh, 11-1 from Schreff that time. That'll hurt. Hardman, Schreffler, Kuhn, Johnson, Sider, Derek, Sorwell, Whitmer, and Groves. Leader 10-3, Schreffler 10-4, Blake 10-4. So Hardman, Schreffler, and Kuhn. To go. Andrew Hardman, Jason Schreffler, Blake Hewlett, Brad Johnson, Bill Sider, Ray Derrick, Joe Sorwell, Brock Whitmer. That's how we're showing right now. As we come to halfway. Down the street.
Careful going home.
Second place, Jason Schreffler, now in front of the driver's tower. Gap is 1.1 seconds. Gap now 2.4. Got one out of the park down there. Hardman, Schreffler, and Kuhn, Brad Johnson, Bill Sider, Ray Derrick, Joe Sorwell, Brock Whitmer, Corey Groves. .150 to go. 2 seconds to gap between Hardman and Schreffler. They both went 10-3s that time. Hardman, Schreffler, Kuhn, Johnson, Sider, Derrick, Whitmer, Sorwell, and Groves. Blake giving Brock a lift. It's still Hardman, Schreffler, and Kuhn. Your top 3. .115 to go. Streffler, Dillon, Johnson, Sider, Derek, Whitmer, Sorwell, and Groves. There we go. Thank you, Jody. 43 seconds remaining. Andrew Hardman, Jason Streffler, Blake Dillon, Brad Johnson, Bill Sider, your top 5. Leader in front of the driver's tower. 30 seconds remaining. Front of the body punched in on Blake's car. He is able to continue. Jody, pop the hood on that car, will you? Thank you, Jody. That's going to move Brad Johnson up to 3rd with 13 on the master clock. Hardman, Streffler, Johnson, Sider, Derek, Hewlett, Whitmer, Sorwell, and Groves. Time has expired. Hey, everybody keep driving until I tell you you're done. Looking for Corey to finish. There we go. Andrew Hardman, Superstock Touring Champion 2012. Followed by Streffler, Johnson, Sider, Derek, Hewlett, Whitmer, Sorwell, and Groves. Nice run, Andrew. Just a moment or two for your champion to collect himself and come up from on tour, and he's already on the stand.
He took your chair, he didn't take mine. That's all right, we were. Sit down. I gotta go pee.
All right. Modified touring. Your 6th qualifier. Winthrop Harbor, Illinois. Go to next rate T311. Novak Holistic, Novak Kinetic ESC, KO Propo Radio, Tires by Sweet, sponsors are Battery Giant Racing and Track Harbor Hobby. Special thanks to Snowy, Mike Larson, Paul Lemieux, and my mom for letting me race. RJ Whiteside. Your 5th qualifier did not receive a sponsorship for it, but it did Defect's own Josh Cyril. Your 4th qualifier from Grand Rapids, Michigan, chassis of EBC Wildfire, Trinity D3.5 motors, C-Passion ESC, Spectrum Radio, tires are by Sweet. Sponsors are Team CRC, Trinity, BBC, Spectrum Hobbywing, Webtech Protocol, Jim Peter Racing, my dad, and John People. Special thanks to CRC, BBC, Joe Schreff, Dave Johnson, my dad, and John People, Andrew Knapp. Your 3rd qualifier from Oakville, Ontario, Canada. Driving an X-ray chassis, a T4, motors by Orca, ESC by Orca, KO Propo Radio, and Tigers by Sweet. He's sponsored by RC America, Orca, Protoform, and Prospect. Special thanks to Grant Galloway for great paint, Paul Lemieux for tips, Corey Whiteman for setting up the perfect car, and as always, my dad and the Lord for getting me here, Andrew Hardman. 2nd qualifier from Quebec, Canada, driving a TC 6.1 World Edition. LRP motor, LRP ESC, the radio is by Futaba. He's sponsored by A.E. Reed, LRP, Futaba, Protoform, Parma, RC Trim, CR Graphics, into the Power Tool, and Kicker Sign System, Kevin A. Bear.
Funny was too, and I was kind of surprised at that.
And your TQ from Milwaukee. Driving that straight T4 with a Thunder Power motor, LRP ESC, from Fountain, 4PK Super R radio, sweep handout tires. He's sponsored by RC America, Thunder Power, X-Ray, Futaba, Protoform, Hootie, Gravity RC, Rough Paint, RCTags.com, RC Scoring Pro, P1 Brand, and Trackside Hobbies. Special thanks to the Hardman and Corey for all the help. Paul Lemieux. Marshals from that last run. Marshals out there is good enough, guys.
All I know is I had a horsepower. That was all there was to that. What?
Alright, guys. Let's rid them up. Got a minute from Mr. Harder. There we go. You see the hands on Marshall? Who do I have down here in this corner? Strap. I'll go with Brad over there. Okay, we have coverage. Drivers. Left and five. Full shot from you. A-Bear right on. Andrew Arvin right there. Beautiful start from these drivers. A-Bear putting heavy pressure on Paul and you. Wow, Andrew Knapp muscling by Cyril. Knapp started loose. Right now, three-way battle at the front. Cyril and Knapp going at it. RJ hanging right there with him. I'm going to focus on Paul Lemieux and Kevin A. Bear for just a moment. As in most corners, a towel would cover both cars. One towel, good clean, covers both cars. And then the cafe complex, when you bump, they bear right on it. Hey there, working hard on Paul and you. Paul driving great lines, not giving him any room to go by. They come onto the straightaway together. Hey there, little Tiger pulls it. Not quite enough momentum carry to get the slingshot by. Paul showing no weakness in his line. Hey there, getting real close, getting real racy. Through the cafe complex, Paul's on. That complex of corners doesn't leave you a whole lot of space to pass cleanly. Kevin wisely decided discretion was the better part of valor. Down the straight, Lemieux, followed by A-Bear. Here comes Andrew Hardman. Andrew Knapp. Dueling Andrews. Not to be confused with Julie Andrews. The battle's back out front with Lemieux and A-Bear. A-Bear tips back just a little bit, trying to get a run. Paul not leaving any room. Nice driving, RJ, thank you. A-Bear taps just so gently, right in front of the driver's tower. It doesn't even really hurt him. Paulie gets a little bit of a gap. Oh, Paulie spins it right in the driver's tower. He's free. Now Andrew Hardman going to look at Paul Starr. Bear. Big lead at this point. Paul rips on it. Hardman right on it, and that's now a battle for second. Paul wicks it up. Andrew staying right with him. Andrew Knapp closing up. The gap from Bear to Lemieux is 1.9 seconds, but Andrew Hardman's only 3/10 behind Paul. 10-1 from Bear, 10 flat from Lemieux, 10-1 from Hardman, 10-3 from Knapp, 10-3 last pass for Cyril. Paul putting just a little distance between him and Andrew as he tries to claw his way back to Kevin Bear. Kevin's last lap at 10-2. Back to a 10-1. Lemieux at 10 flat. Andrew at 10 flat. Hardman that is. 10-1 for Andrew Knapp. 2:35 remaining. There's a 13-14 year on deck. 15 young be thinking about it. Bear, Lemieux, Hardman and Knapp, Cyril and Whiteside. 2:25 remaining. Lemieux beginning to pick up a little ground. RJ being extremely polite. Good gentlemanly racing from Mr. Whiteside. Gap down to 1.2. 2:03 remaining. 10 flat for Bear. 9-8 for Lemieux. Lemieux closing up. Maybe Bear is playing a little strategy, saving a little. Not pushing the car, making good decisions, clean lines. Lemieux pressuring. Getting up into the mix. Cafe Complex go 1 and 2. Down the straightaway go 1 and 2. Bear, Lemieux, Hardman, Knapp, Cyril, and Whiteside. One 15 to go, and Paul is there. Take a look. Down the straight they go. Right in front of the driver's tower. Thank you, Josh. Bear. Oh, Paul pass.
Come on, Paul.
Right in front of the driver's tower, getting a little hop out of Bear's car. Paul's right back on it. Bear and Lemieux, we got 50 seconds left in this one. All to be decided. Nice move, RJ, thank you. Lemieux looking hard. Super tight line to touch. 30 seconds remaining. Lemieux right up on Kevin Bear. Kevin pass. Paul's right there. Getting it by clean. Some of the best driving I've seen in years. Oh, Kevin pass. Now Kevin's got 15 seconds to try to get back in touch with Paul. Five on the master. Oh, it's okay, Kevin was done anyway. Paul gets the bonus lap, looking for Andrew. RJ, here comes Paul Lemieux, your 2012 non-touring champion. Great race, guys. This one you got Bauer, Marco Andrew, Barry Caswell, Gabe Hogan, William Johnson, Joe Roach, Mark Sweeney, Randy Banks, Charlie Menard, and Steve Dunn. Thank you, Mr. Sweeney. All right, guys. I get my marshals from that last run. Congratulations, Paul. Great run. You and Kevin were. That was a fun one to call, I gotta tell you, bro. Oh, you don't think I was watching? A lot of times I think this is the best thing I have. Bauer check, Perry check, Gabe's check, Joe Roach's check, Randy Banks' check. Sweeney said he's not going to be able to make it. Field B man. Race 14-20. Order one more time. Bauer, Commander, Caswell, Logan, Johnson, Roach, Banks, Menard. Johnson. Mark's checking in again. Mark, it didn't check. There it went. We're cool. Just a second to pop up, but we'll check Mark. All right, let's gear them up. Bauer, Commander, Caswell, Hogan, Choppins, Roach, Banks, Menard. All right, drivers, we are satisfied with the grid. I have marshal coverage. Less than 5. Bauer with the hole shot. Mark right behind him. Caswell right there as well. Bauer leading them out. Followed by Mark and Perry. Bauer in the yellow, blue and white. Calandra in the white and orange. And they get racy. Mark takes the pass. Bauer not letting him have it. Mark pass Bauer, takes it right back. Mark going right after they get together. Perry now in the second spot, looking for a shot at Bauer. It's Bauer, Caswell, Calandra, and Hoban. Bauer back out front. Caswell, Calandra, Hoban.
Oh, turn it up. There you go.
Caswell out in front now. Bauer, then Calandra, Hoban, Banks, Roach, Menard. Your order. Pick up on leader Perry Caswell in the blue, blue and white, right in front of the driver's tower. Bauer in the yellow, white, and blue right behind him, and then Mark Calandra, silver and orange, right behind that. Leaders coming up on traffic. Bauer taps. Mark gets through the sweeper. Excellent driving. Thank you for the courtesy. Caswell not able to stretch it on Bauer. Calandra not making a whole lot of inroads on Bauer right now either. There's a little. Now Bauer's starting to reel a bit in on Perry. Oh, Perry taps. Oh, Bauer taps. Well, positions remain the same. Caswell, Bauer, Calandra, Hoban, Roach, Menard, and Banks, your order. 1 second separates Perry Caswell and John Bauer. 9/10 of a second between Bauer and Calandra. Bauer now all over Perry down the straightaway. Bauer looks. Perry driving a smooth, controlled line. Bauer on the attack. Mark Calandra closing in. Bauer with just some minor rubs comes right back up on Perry's bumper. Meanwhile, Mark Calandra is starting to scorch the earth to catch them. Battle at the front, holding those guys up a little bit, letting Mark get up on them. Bauer, very, very nice line coming on the straightaway. Tripped up just slightly. Didn't want to hit Perry. Oh, Bauer looks inside. Tries to do an over-under. Makes it stick. Now it's Bauer and Calandra. Then Caswell. Frank makes an excellent point. They came here together in the same car. If it comes to blows, it could be a very quiet ride home. Wait a minute, we're talking about Lambo. It's not going to be a quiet one. Oh, they come together. Mark waits. They don't want to wait too long. Oh, Bauer task. Caswell right up in that mix again now.
I got about 30 minutes.
Bauer task again.
Get him, Bauer, you can ride with me.
Now it's Calandra and Caswell. Down the straightaway, go first and second. Third place, John Bauer down the straight. Coming to grips with a not so perfect handling race car at this point. Perry not letting Mark build any gap at all. Let's see. Silvery, blue, and orange, followed by the blue, blue, and white. From the driver's tower they go. Perry sticking right on Calandra at this point. Oh, Calandra taps. Perry's by. Looks like Hogan's gotten around Bauer. Perry began to check out. Bauer, little double pass going through the Parma S's. 2:30 to go. Caswell, Calandra, Hogan, Bauer. Roach, Menard, your order. Perry with 2.2 seconds in hand over Mark. Hogan one lap down, just barely on the lead lap. Should not say one lap down. Mark taps again. Pick up DFUs going through the cafe complex. Down the straightaway. Perry, 11-0 last lap, 11-8. Mark, 10-1 for Gabe. Perry comes back with 10-1. Blue, blue, and white. Down the straight. Mark 10-2. Perry 10 flat. Hogan 10 flat. 10-6 Bauer. $110 to go. Caswell, Calandra, Hogan, your top three. This is 14 of 20, 15 shows the stage. 16, you think about going to tech. Next Next up, 12 Skill Superstock A Main. Perry Caswell, big lead in hand, 4.5 seconds over Mark Calandra. Your leader right there, blue and white. Caps just a little more on the straightaway. 23 seconds remaining. Barring catastrophe, Perry Caswell going to bring home this B-main win. Head left. Caswell, Calandra, Hoban, your top three. Tyler Master has expired. Mark, you are done. Carnage at the finish. But it's all good for Perry Caswell. Your order, Caswell, Calandra, Hoban, Roach, Menard, Bauer, and Banks. Good run, guys. 12 Skill Superstock A Main coming to the line. Race 15 to 20. Your 10th qualifier from Warren, Ohio, driving an Associated R5, the Trinity 3.5 motor, Seeking RS seat control, Spectrum Radio, Jayco Tires, sponsored by Horizon Hobby and PowerPush Battery. Special thanks to Tony Carula, Paul Chigarello, Ray Derrick, and John Tortorese. Dana Bales. Your 9th qualifier from Rome, New York, driving the CRC XTI Alter Ego chassis. Motor, Trinity D3.5, ESP Hobby Wing, radio by Spectrum, CRC Pro Cut Tires, sponsored by CRC Horizon Hobby, Spectrum FDFX Paint. Special thanks to my wife Nancy for putting up with my habits, my awesome CRC staff for all the hard work, Frank Calandra Jr. Your 6th qualifier. There we go. Your 8th qualifier.
Helps when they fight with each other.
Charleston, South Carolina. Rolling a Speed Merchant World GT3. Well, probably not in this class, right, boys? Speed Merchant Rev 5, or Rev 6, 7. I'm still far behind. I have your World GT sheet and I'm trying to work it that way. The Trinity D3 motor, Ticket ESC, KO Propo radio. Sponsored our Speed Merchant, KO Propo, Protoform, and TQ Wire. Stephen Boyce. Your 7th qualifier from Rome, New York. Learn the CRC XTI Alter Ego. Motor EA Motorsports, ESC the Hobby Wing. Radio by KO Propo, Tires by CRC. Sponsored by Team CRC, BBC Racing, Dumper Speed Shop, CRC Raceway, EA Motorsports, Black Art, and FBFX. Special thanks to Frank and Nancy Calandra, my beautiful wife Mandy, all my friends and teammates, and all the CRC customers, and Chuck Nasty, Brian Dumper Win. In the 6th slot, State College, PA. Chassis, the CRC XI, motors a D35, ESC the Hobby Wing, KO Propo Radio, tires are CRC, sponsored by CRC. Special thanks to Frank, Brian, and everyone at CRC, John Peoples, Ray Derrick, and everyone from Raceway and Beaver, PA, and my dad, John Tortorese. Your 5th qualifier from Rome, New York, running a CRC Gen XTI with D35 motor, Hobby Wing, ESC, Spectrum Radio, CRC Pro Cut Tires. Sponsored by Calandra Racing Concepts, Spectrum, and CRC Racing.